My name's Nobile. I'm Swiss. My wife's from Sheffield in the UK. We have lots of friends who are new here in Switzerland or who have lived a considerable time here already, and they're all different insurance needs, whether you're new, whether you're long term here. And so I'm quite aware of the frequent questions people have regarding insurance. Well, one of the first insurances that they come to terms with is the liability insurance. Because as soon as they settle for somewhere to live, the letting agency will always inform them that they need a liability, a private liability insurance to cover the rental contract so that anything goes wrong, when they break anything in that flat, the rental agency wants to make sure that they don't have to pay it out of their own funds. So liability insurance covers you for 3 or 5 million Swiss francs, and it costs for a family between 110 and 150 francs a year. So cheap but useful. Health insurance is one that is mandatory. So the health insurance, as soon as you have a residence permit, you're required to bring proof that you got a valid Swiss health insurance that covers you and your family. So people who work need one. What they don't need is then the accidental cover, because they get that through their employer. But the children, the housewife, students, they need a health insurance that covers them both for illness and accidents. As far as the mandatory cover is concerned, none whatsoever, because the mandatory cover is insuring anybody. Whether you arrive from Britain and you have a heart problem that's pre-existing, you still get cover. Whether you have a child that's born with a heart condition, it will be covered. But that is the mandatory cover, and that's obviously limited. Now, if you want to enjoy the protection of the extra cover that the free market offers you, then the only way to make sure that your little baby that's about to be born has got full cover is to register it prenatally. So before it's born, then you can just tick one box and it's insured. Whereas as soon as it's born and you come 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months afterwards and say, I would like extra cover, then they already come with questions. Has he got any known complications? And then there you are. What if it has a heart condition already? Then they say, sorry, you'll be stuck with the mandatory cover for that child. One short sentence: dental insurance is terrible in Switzerland. The schemes they offer are very expensive. For adults, you can almost not get into an insurance scheme because you need to have a very tight checkup before you can sign up, and then it's an exchange of money. You pay so much just to have a cover. In the end, you rather pay yourself for. So the best cover that I know, and sadly I only discovered it very recently, I would have been glad my children would have had that valuable cover, is with the Pro-Life. That's an organization that takes care for families. They have this special scheme where they say not only braces, like most companies include a certain amount for that, but they have a top cover of 10,000 francs for your braces, and they pay 90% of the total costs. But they pay for anything that the children might have in an unlimited amount, 75% of the costs. So there is not even a limit on it, which obviously can't be that high, what children might need doing, but whatever amount it is, 75% you get covered, and that's all in the packet. It's a really good deal that with Pro-Life, yeah. But as soon as you put anything on the road that needs a license plate, like a car, a motorbike, like a Vespa type thing, those need a liability insurance, a road liability insurance. You wouldn't get the number plate if you don't bring a proof of insurance. And there again, we have a different system here than most expats are used to their home country, where they insure the person. You can get insurance as a driver abroad. Here in Switzerland, you get the insurance on the vehicle, and then the people who drive the vehicle are insured. So that's a bit of a different system. But then maybe you want to insure the value of the car if it's fairly new, or the motorbike. And that would be then the fully or the partial comprehensive cover. There you can adjust your household insurance according to your needs. You say, I need a good cover, I got nice furniture, a good CD collection and hi-fi system, and my wife's got lots of jewellery. You can insure all that if you want to. But most expats do travel. In fact, most Swiss people like to travel, and you get certain cover in some of the health insurances. They cover the travel situation as a free extra benefit for taking out additional insurance next to the mandatory cover that you need. Then there is travel insurance that goes beyond that. If somebody says, I need more than just what is included in the health insurance, I need a full cover with annulation fees and car breakdown services. I want the whole packet. You can choose what you need. We can cater for any need. If somebody travels, let's say 2, maybe even 3 times a year, then with a whole year round travel insurance, you have a far better deal than every time clicking on the internet for the travel insurance cover or at the travel agents. Most travel agents in Switzerland make it mandatory that you have a cover. I give you an example. You go to Mallorca, you pay 1,500 francs on your packet price with hotel and everything for your family, and they make you pay 80 to 110 francs for that journey. And all year round insurance for the whole family is 170. So you only need one of your family members to be on a business trip or private. It don't matter. Those insurances all year round covers you for anything, whether it's business or private, whether you travel alone with the whole family. So you just need one more flight, and you don't tick that box that adds your insurance, and you already gained. And it's more than just the annulation fees you get for those 170 francs a year. You get road assistance, breakdown service, you get repatriation fees to bring you back if you have a terrible accident or an illness abroad and they don't understand your language, and vice versa, and you rather come back to Switzerland to have your problem dealt with. All those things are included. Annulation fees, family cover, repatriation, car breakdown service. Much cheaper than buying single insurances here and there, or leaving them out and carrying the risk yourself. There's 2 providers, but basically exchange of money. The best thing is to find somebody to trust and not to find the cheapest insurance. You can always find a cheaper one on the internet, but then you have nobody that you can actually talk to and ask any questions to, and who knows your whole situation. I would say not only with expats, but there is even locals who go for the cheapest and then feel sorry when they have a claim, or if they realize, hey, I had a similar cover somewhere else, I've been overinsured, and then there is nothing you can do about it. So I would really say, yes, from experience, many people who did go for the very cheapest in the end regretted it and paid more.